I'll get straight to the point. After the last attempt by the buyer to hold the defense, the price rebounded several times. Particularly long setups were forming intraday. It seemed that we were growing to 110 and further to the upper boundary of consolidation. However, yesterday there was a breakout, and it was not a sharp liquidation one, but a slow push through. This signals that the seller has regained initiative. Buying becomes risky. It is worth looking at where the price may go next. The last strong buyer who reversed the trend was in the 84,000–82,000 zone. There, the main volume was recorded after the correction. After that, the area also formed accumulation. But now we see consistent downward pressure. The buyer was effectively pushed out of the range, and a flat was formed, after which the market is moving down again. There is every chance to see a return to the 84,000–82,000 area. At the same time, such a zone can only provide a temporary stop. For a real reversal, the buyer needs to accumulate the position again, and this takes time. Past examples show, in strong zones, the price could stay for 1 to 2 months. In particular, a period with false breakouts lasted almost 3 months. That is, when we return to the 84,000–82,000 area, a quick reversal is unlikely. Here a balance will form for at least 1 to 1.5 months. After that, there will be a chance for a real positional long. Until then, there will only be short pullbacks without a global trend change. To sum up, until the new year, we are unlikely to see normal positional buying. A confident reversal is possible only after the balance is reshaped in the 84,000–82,000 zone and new accumulation appears. Until then, only short-term scenarios for experienced traders. Now I will move on to possible exceptions. If the price moves back up and breaks above the key level, potential buying opportunities may appear, although there is a risk that this will turn out to be a false breakout, since the trend remains under selling pressure. Structurally, to confirm the reversal, the 110 zone needed to be broken. If this did not happen, the seller's position remains strong. Only breaking this structure will return the scenario to long. On the higher time frame, the main resistance is the 101.5, 103.5 thousand zone. It used to be support, but now there is still accumulated volume here. As long as the price has not broken through this area and the seller is defending the position, it is too early to talk about large positional buys. Intraday long setups are possible, but they are only for short-term trading. The scenario will change only if the seller begins to lose initiative. Currently, their position is comfortable. In the 111 seller 114,000 zone, there were many aggressive sales, and the buyer responded with limit orders. Here, the seller maintained the advantage, and if this area was broken through, mass liquidations of sellers would have begun, but this did not happen. Accordingly, the seller maintains a winning position. It is important to monitor liquidations and climaxes, as they can be the start of a correction. At local lows, liquidation clusters and climaxes of market sells have already occurred. These are massive stop losses of buyers. Usually such situations lead to a short pause and can trigger a rebound. From the nature of volatile candles and volumes at the lower part, it is clear that the first wave-like stop run has occurred. Next, there may well be an attempt at a short-term correction. For short scenarios today, the key level is 97,600, 97,800. If the price holds here, the market will enter a flat state. A new balance will form, and then the next step can be considered. If it manages to break through this area, there is a chance to see a move to 100.5 thousand. The entire further scenario is based precisely on this level. On a large scale, the situation is unfavorable for buyers. Even if there is a short-term setup, its potential is limited. Maximum growth up to 100,000, then the seller will again increase pressure. The entire structure is still under the seller's control, and a new impulse is possible precisely in this direction.